Deloitte predicts in 2013, LTE, also known as 4G, will have a vintage year. We expect by the end of 2013, 200 million LTE subscribers. That's a 17-fold increase on 2 years back. We also expect there to be about 300 LTE devices available, and we expect LTE to be about 1/10 of global cellular mobile revenues.
That's a lot of new people on a new technology. How will the user experience be different on LTE 4G than it was back on 3G?
The main difference with 4G is it will be noticeably faster. That's the main difference. So it's not a transformational change as from going from 2G, which is voice only, to 3G. So everything that we want to do with cellular mobile, be it taking a photo and sending it to friends, becomes easier. Doing a search when out and about and sending it becomes easier. Even downloading video becomes possible.
How much faster are LTE networks going to be than the preceding 3G networks? I mean, we all know about advertised speeds, but how does it actually work at the handset?
Well, what's definitely going to be the case is we're going to be seeing multiples of 3G speeds available. Now, it's very important to note, though, when networks first launch, when there are very few users, the speeds will be phenomenal. So there will be tens of megabits, say about 30 megabits per second, quite easily. But as the networks start filling up, as you get more usage on them, as you get more devices onto them, then you're probably going to be heading to about 10 megabits per second, which is still pretty fast. But based upon our research of the trends that we're seeing in different countries as their networks mature, that's what we're moving to. In some cases you may get slower than that, but we expect operators will just increase capacity and improve the network to ensure that there's always a gap between 3G and 4G network.
I actually did a speed test in Canada on my LTE phone, and I saw 42 megabits per second coming down on 3 different tests. When I look at that kind of speed, I start thinking an awful lot about video. Is this really going to be something where we watch 30 hours a month? Because it's technologically possible.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's technologically possible, and I guess the network you were using was pretty new, there weren't that many users, and I guess we were pretty close to the cell tower as well. So video is possible, but the question to ask is how likely is it to be something that we want to do on a regular basis? Now, the bottom line around this is that the cost of doing any form of data on LTE will probably be $7.50 and up per gigabyte. So what does that mean? In terms of video, you can probably watch between, say, 1 to 4 hours, depending on the compression of video for 1 gigabyte. So it could be, if the compression is low and the resolution is high, you use up your entire allowance for the month by watching 1 hour of television. We don't expect too many subscribers to be wanting to do that on too regular a basis.
Thank you, Paul. Even though I'm not anticipating watching, I guess, all that much video on my capped plan, I do look forward to much higher speeds for web browsing and things like uploading photos.